Next up on stage, we have Gabriela Gabbidon. She's got a Rutgers tattoo, wanted to give a low-key shout-out to her girlfriend, and is a chicken parm enthusiast. She actually gave me a recipe for a chicken parm hot pocket last night that I'm very excited to try. So join me in welcoming to the stage, Gabriela Gabbidon.
Like all other 90s girls, I was obsessed with the Spice Girls. I had every collectible available, and I could whip out the dance moves to all of their songs. But while other girls wanted to be a Spice Girl, I wanted to be with a Spice Girl. One of the first things people always ask me is, when did I realize I was gay? But I'd never ask, yo, when did you realize you were straight? You don't realize you're gay, you just realize everyone else isn't. I hate this idea of having to come out of the closet because it inevitably implies closure. Coming out is not a one-time process. Like any other door, the closet can be open and closed hundreds of thousands of times in a lifetime. And I've just about worn the hinges off of mine. Being gay doesn't just mean liking someone of the same gender, but it's that frantic look around before you decide to grab your partner's hand in public. It's that lump in your throat before you tell a new friend that your boyfriend is actually a girlfriend. It's that discreet squeeze of your partner's hand because you can't kiss them goodbye. Your eyes promising, not here, but soon. I distinctly remember in the 7th grade when I realized that gay meant me. I thought my life was over. My dreams of being a professional, of having a family, were instantly shattered. So I fought against it and I shut the closet door. My high school senior class found out I was gay through a text, a photo of me drunkenly hooking up with another girl. For the first time, the closet door was flung open and I was gay. A rainbow flag was shoved into my hands, and I had to decide if I wanted to drop it or to wave it. I started dating my first girlfriend and learned that women are magic. I went to my first pride parade, and I saw a gay family, and suddenly everything warped into view. You know, it's 2013. Maybe it's okay to be gay. I head into my first year at Rutgers with a rainbow flag proudly in my hands. But as all freshmen realize, making friends is hard. On the advice of my older sister, I decided to join Greek life, the tried and true method of making new friends. I rushed without a second thought if my new letters would clash with my rainbow flag. These were the founders of my new sisterhood: Mary, Ida, Louise, Frances, and Elizabeth, 5 white women from Waterville, Maine. And then there's me, a biracial lesbian from Brooklyn, New York. I've always been the kind of person that tries to exceed the expectations of others. So when I came out, like any good lesbian, I bought 6 flannels, got my cartilage pierced, and shaved my head. When I joined a sorority, I bought riding boots, started wearing Q-zips, and shut my closet door. No one was overtly homophobic, but it was the little things. It was hearing "that's so gay" in regards to a stupid TV commercial. It's going out and watching guys ask girls to make out with each other, as if my sexuality is just a cheap party trick. This isn't unique to joining a sorority, though. This happens with every new environment, whether it's a new job or a new school. It's human nature to want to fit in, and it's uncomfortable to know that you stand out, even if being uncomfortable means being yourself. So I started changing to fit in. When everyone else was talking about their boyfriends, I kept quiet. I asked my girlfriend to drop me off on the corner so no one would see her kiss me goodbye before events. And when she asked if I was taking her to date night, I laughed and then admitted that I was taking a guy friend instead. When we inevitably broke up, she blamed my sorority. The insecurities that I thought I'd gotten over through the act of coming out had in reality just lain dormant until I joined. But instead of trying to be myself, I just tried even harder to fit in. Eventually, this discomfort turned into resentment. I hated that me talking about dating women startled my sisters into silence. I hated that I valued their comfort more than my own. But most of all, I hated that no one had asked me to do these things. So a year after joining, I submitted a letter to withdraw. The president sat me down and convinced me to reevaluate my decision. She admitted that while not everyone was welcoming, there were a lot of people in the chapter that cared about me and wanted me to be myself. So I decided to give Sigma Kappa a second shot, but I'd make it my own. I refused to misgender my partner. I created a small community of gay Greeks where we could find strength in our common struggle. Just as my sisters knew me as a leader and as a friend, they began to know me as being gay. In being myself, I gained more confidence. I became a better sister, and I found love. Love for myself, love for my struggles, love for everything that had ever told me that being gay was a synonym for being perverted, and love, most of all, for the strength it will take to live an open life and the knowledge that I can do it. Despite what every stereotype said, I was able to carve out a space for myself in a community that didn't reflect me. Coming out will always be a process. With every new job, with every day, with every new person that I meet. It's hard and it's never gonna get any easier. But the strength I gain from being a whole, complete person, of accepting every part of my identity is something I refuse to give back. Identities are not separate. I didn't have to be a lesbian or sorority woman. I can be a lesbian sorority woman. I can be anything I want. So, I became the first openly gay president of Sigma Kappa. Thank you.